Hi, I'm Kerry Blaser, Mary Magdalene Soul, and thank you for coming. And as I speak from my garage, today I'm going to share something that happened at 1 a.m. and I'm making all these videos for me to help understand myself and then to share with everybody else for the collective for who can benefit from unveiling my soul as Mary Magdalene Soul. And yesterday I made a video about Sophia, which is divine feminine. So when Jesus was born 2,000 years ago, the kind of typical worldview was balancing masculine and feminine. There's masculine, divine masculine, and then there's divine feminine. And Sophia is divine feminine. It's universal wisdom. Universal knowledge is gnosticism. Gnosis. Gnosis is universal knowledge at that time, and then Sophia was universal wisdom. Combined, they're universal truths. So I made the video, and I learned so much that people thought that Mary Magdalene was Sophia. They referred to her as Sophia, and you can watch that video. I'm just uploading it now. And so what happened was, okay, let me. I'll start with this morning. So I woke up at 1 a.m. and I started talking to JC. You know, JC is Jason Colvin in this lifetime. He's the head of global security at GoDaddy, former FBI. Just like Jesus, to make some darkness conscious. So anyway, I woke up at 1 a.m. I started talking to him, and then I heard in my head, green light, green light, green light, just like I heard my first enlightenment experience, enlightenment. It's like something, it's new. And so JC and our souls have been talking, when are we going to talk? Like we haven't been ready yet. A lot of pain between us. And so that was the green light for him to talk to me. And then what came through is, I'm Sophia. And that's scary for me, to be creation energy. And I'm going to tell you why. 1 minute after, a thunderstorm started where I live in Ventura. I saw the flash of lightning. Then I heard the thunder, and then lightning and thunder, and then rain pouring at 1 a.m. And we're in the fall in Ventura, California, and it's this humid. That is rare, rare, rare. But Mother Earth, right? Mother Earth. And I live in Ventura on the Pacific Rim. So when a year ago, I had to face my fear of being raped with JC. Yeah, I know it's hard to hear. Well, some of the men in my book are Andrew Tate and then 2 Fire Academy instructors, decorated. And I have a fear of men, and I had a fear of being raped. And the universe is a mirror showing us ourselves, and those are the men that I attracted into my life to help me heal. So in the fall, I reached out to JC, and then we opened to each other. He read my text, but he never responded, but our souls responded. So at the time when I faced my fear of being raped, I had been like for 3 weeks while I'm facing my fears, had a hysterical pregnancy where my intuition told me I was pregnant, and I had gained weight. And so I'm like, am I pregnant? And then I made an appointment with a doctor and found out, okay, I'm not pregnant. Yay, let it go. But I needed that. So I had a fear of pregnancy. I had a fear of being raped, and I faced it all at once. And when his frustration peaked and I protected myself, all the lights went out in Ventura at that exact instant. So yeah, who am I and what is my soul capable of? It's a scary thing. But Carl Jung says, where your fear is, there is your task. That's why we're here. We are here to face our fears, to dive into our shadow and do that hard work to unveil ourselves and all of our gifts. So, I'm going to read here about the thing about Jesus calling Mary my Sophia. And it says here, I'm just starting to do the research on this because this is what my intuition told me at 1 a.m. is that Jesus called Mary Magdalene my Sophia. So Sophia is a divine feminine figure and a concept in Gnosticism, which is like early Christianity, sometimes identified with the bride of Christ. Well, there's lots of texts that refer to Mary Magdalene as Jesus' companion, and companion meant spouse. And he treated her differently than the other apostles. And he came from Nazarene, which was a community. The Nazarene, what they practiced there was marriage and family. And there's records that he had kids. And she was there when at the crucifixion, and she was there at the resurrection. She was there, no one else. Because that's a wife's job, to be there for her husband and to go through that pain. And that's what I had to learn this lifetime. JC brought me his pain from his childhood trauma, and I had so much pain, and I had no divine feminine in my life. My mom was an alcoholic, and she was, destroyed from her childhood. So I had no idea what to do with his pain that he brought me. The most dangerous place to be and the best place to be with a man is in his heart, next to his self-love, and then next to his self-hate. And that's the main reason women get raped. 9 out of 10 rapes are by someone they know. Men's nervous systems are more fragile than women's nervous systems, so they go to fight or flight a lot easier than we do. Women, we channel life force energy because we give birth to life. Men can set aside their emotions and plan and strategize because their nervous system isn't as robust as ours. We embody the emotions and process their emotions, and our bodies are designed for it. Our bodies aren't designed to be outside all day long doing hard labor. Men are designed for that work. Women's bodies are designed to be inside, giving birth, taking care of kids, taking care of their man. Sure, we can go outside. I'm not saying we can't go outside, but in general. Okay, so I'm going to do a lot more research on this because I have a master's degree in East Asian religious studies and not Western religious studies, so I got to know some stuff. I got to know. And this is what's coming out. And then when I saw this, Bride of Christ or the Holy Spirit, and some of the research I've done on, early Christianity and stuff, the Holy Spirit is often referred to as feminine because it gets inside of you. Women is inside work. Men are outside work. I got an innie. Men got an outie. Clear as day. The body mirrors the soul. So, the body mirrors the soul. How are there trans people? Okay, there's just so many wounds I have to deal with. So I'm going to do some more research, and I will come back and talk about this some more. But there's a lot of kind of prophecies that there'll be a lot of kind of disruptions on Earth and tidal waves and waves. And here's the thing. Those events are opportunities for growth. Just like Charlie Kirk's assassination, opportunities for growth. And what do we see? We saw vigils and we saw prayer. And we saw community, and we saw peace, and we saw forgiveness. So look at what happened with people after the 2004 tsunami, like in Thailand. Communities came together. They saved people. They found self-belief and self-confidence inside themselves they didn't know was there. They appreciated their lives when, life had been comfortable with all the tourists and all the money. And all of a sudden, bam, who are we? Oh, we are good people and we help each other. Sometimes we need a kick in the head to understand what's important, what has character, what is moral, what's valuable. And a lot of people have their head in the sands right now because their own personal lives are so painful and they don't know how to change. And so they just want to stop the pain around the world by appeasing people. And that's just never going to work. Appeasing people just make them keep going. That's what's happening in Gaza. My ex-husband's Israeli. I've lived there. My kids are half Israeli. There's a reason I resonate with Mossab Yosef, the son of Hamas founder, who's now practices early Christianity, Christ consciousness, and love thy neighbor, love thy enemy. And I heard him say he's a child of humanity, which comes from the Gospel of Mary as well. So I'm going to stop here. Thank you for listening, and I will I just saw something else. Rediscovering Sophia, the goddess in Christianity. So let me just open this right now. Let me just see what this says, because in 1948 they found a lot of, so the discovery of the Nag Hammadi codices in Egypt gave us a wealth of pure, authentic Christian scriptures that hadn't been mistranslated, including the Gospels of James, Peter, Thomas, and Mary Magdalene, who knew Jesus well. They often referred to the Gnostic Gospels. They paint a similar picture to Pistis Sophia. The Sophia of Jesus Christ says, his consort is the great Sophia from the first, who destined in him for union. A few times it refers to Sophia as the consort of God. Unlike the Pistis Sophia, the Sophia of Jesus Christ describes Christ Sophia as the first begotten. He reflected the great Sophia, his consort, and revealed his first begotten, androgynous son. His male name is destined first begetter, son of God. His female name, first begettress, Sophia, mother of the universe. Some call her love. Now first begotten is called Christ. Since he has authority from his Father, he created a multitude of angels. Okay, so I need to do a lot more research here, but I know I'm on the right path. I am on the right path to unveiling myself, understanding myself. And the more I understand myself, I can share and be a model for how to heal. Wow, okay, I'm going to do more research. Thank you for listening. Please like and subscribe. Have a great day. Okay, bye.